Marital rape. Do you think it should be criminalized? What about confessions recorded by the police? Should they be considered as evidence in court? This isn't a yes or no answer. I'm very well aware of that. But these are some of the things a committee set up to review India's outdated criminal laws is asking all of you. Hi, my name is Anubha Bhosle and I do the news here without noise. Please consider supporting our work, sharing this video with your friends and family. Let's start. I think we all agree India's laws, especially our criminal laws, are outdated. Let's do a quick segue here. When I say criminal laws, I refer mainly to three laws: the Indian Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, and the Indian Evidence Act. That is the IPC, all laws that define crimes and punishments, the CRPC, all laws that outline investigation and trials, and the Evidence Act, all laws that determine the basis for proving innocence and guilt in court. Reminds you of some case? Now, most agree reforms of India's criminal laws is not just a good idea, it's badly needed. But do you think it can be fleshed out by, let's say, a group of 5 people in 6 months during a pandemic? Because that's what's happening. On the 4th of May, the Home Ministry instituted a 5-member committee for reforms in criminal law. The standing orders that they had was that in 6 months, by October 10th, read, review, consult, discuss, and suggest changes to the IPC, the CRPC, and the IEA. That process is more than 50% complete already. Hundreds of lawyers and jurists are asking for the committee to be suspended. They have reasons. Number one, they're saying timing. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Courts have been shut since March, holding only virtual hearings for selected cases. Public meetings are really not happening. So is this the best time to begin changing criminal laws, something we've known we needed to do for decades? Now, this timing also includes the committee's deadline: 6 months to review thousands of sections of 150-year-old laws. Now, for context, the CRPC, enacted in 1973, took, I think, 120 years of deliberation. Don't get me wrong, no one is suggesting 120 years, but a thorough and just review of all these laws in this particular time frame of 6 months is tough, even if we were not going through a global pandemic. Number 2 is the composition of the committee. 5 men. Yes, 5 fine legal minds, 2 vice-chancellor of law universities, a registrar, and 2 lawyers, all based either in Delhi or Mumbai. All part-time. They continue to hold full-time jobs alongside. And I know I'm repeating, all men. Women, vulnerable communities, gender minorities who experience the heavy hand of law and brutality disproportionately have no voice in this committee. There's a lack of professional diversity. That's number 3. There are no trial court lawyers who understand the ground reality. There's no geographical representation. Remember, implementation of a law and experience with the law actually differs even district to district within the same state. There are no legal historians. There are no constitutional experts. Number 4 is just simply the mandate of the committee. What is the mandate of the committee? Let me bring in my colleague Pallavi Prasad. Pallavi, what did you find there?
The notification constituting the committee, its terms of reference, its methodology, these documents have not been made public anywhere. There are mission statements, but no terms of reference that outline the scope and mandate of the committee. For example, is the committee going to suggest reforms to remove obsolete laws? Or is it looking to shorten procedural delays? We don't know. What we do know is this: the committee has framed 109 questions. It's divided them into 6 sets. These sets are successfully released for 28 days at a time for responses from the public. Now, 3 sets are already closed for public feedback. There are some more red flags. All calls for participation and questionnaires have been issued only in English, only on their website. So technically, this along with COVID-19 means that 10% of the population which is English speaking with some digital literacy, is part of the feedback process. Most people just don't know about it. And there have been no attempts to seek broader participation.
We're not done yet. There are also concerns about substance. Separate questionnaires on the IPC, the CRPC, and the Evidence Act are released one by one, and everyone's a little confused. This methodology is deeply flawed because the three are intrinsically linked, from what is a crime to the time a crime is committed, to how it will be tried, to what the verdict will be based on. These aren't silos. It's also about the questions themselves. How the current set of 6 questionnaires have been zeroed in, we don't know. At least they weren't done publicly and transparently. So understandably, people can sense some predetermination on what is to be amended. Now, the fact that a criminal law reform agenda has been put forward under the Home Ministry, which has 3 investigative agencies under it, also needs to be underlined. Law reform normally comes under the Law Ministry. The 22nd Law Commission currently exists, but it remains unstaffed. So why a new committee under a different ministry this time? Why now? Why like this? There are more questions, and answers have simply not been forthcoming. We leave it here. If you've been watching, thank you for your time, and do share this video with your friends and family if it's been worthy of your time.